Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss the basic meaning or concept of collective bargaining, and further we are also going to discuss its features and process in detail. Now let us first understand the basic concept of collective bargaining. See, we all know that many times it so happens that the workers in the organization have certain issues, right? They have certain apprehensions or concerns that they want to be sorted. Okay, so it becomes very important that someone is there to understand or address these concerns, right? So when we talk about collective bargaining, it is basically a process. Okay, it's a process of negotiating the concerns of the employees or the workers. See, what happens is that whenever the employees are having certain issues, it can be regarding any matter. It can be an economic related to money, okay, the incentives and allowances and all, and it could be non-economic also, okay, due to ill treatment and all, okay. So whenever these types of issues are there, okay, so it is important that they are negotiated with the management, and then they are resolved accordingly. Okay, because if these concerns are not resolved on time or left unresolved, then it may lead to the trade unions protesting, right? So therefore collective bargaining is a very effective tool of resolving any type of issue or conflict that the both the parties have. Now this term was basically used or first introduced by Sidney and Beatrice Webb in 1897. This is a very important point because this is often asked also, who introduced the collective bargaining word for the first time, right? Okay, so collective bargaining only relates to negotiation, okay? And there is no dispute involved at this stage. At this stage, only both the sides negotiate with each other and resolve the situation, okay? Now, let us discuss the various characteristics of collective bargaining. See, it is an art and science both. Why a science? It is so because there are certain scientific concepts that the trade unions or the employer use to negotiate the issue. Okay, but at the same time, it is an art also. Why so? Because whenever we talk about art, it basically means that one should have certain skills, okay, to implement those scientific concepts. Okay, so the better your skills are, the better you will be able to implement your scientific concepts, right? Now collective bargaining is also bipartite meaning means that there are two parties. Okay, the one is the workers, okay, and the other is the employer. Okay, then it is a process. Yes, collective bargaining is a process wherein everything is planned. That is what all issues we have to negotiate. Okay, what will be the person who will be raising these issues, okay, who will be the concerned person, and all is decided through planning, organizing, and directing and controlling like a normal process. Okay, then also there's a win-win approach, very right, because when we talk about negotiation, it is expected that both the parties it, negotiate on appropriate terms. That is, both the parties' opinion is taken into matter. It should not be the case that only one party is influencing the decision. No, both the parties should be equally involved. Okay, their involvement or their opinions, both parties' opinions should be considered. Okay, now let us discuss the process of collective bargaining. See, before you actually go to negotiate with the employers or the trade union, both the parties prepare for the negotiations. That is, they prepare what all topics we have to talk about, what all concerns we have to raise, what or who all will be our members who will go for the same, what will be the venue, and everything is pre decided, right? And after this happens, then finally both the parties meet at a negotiation, right? So here the actual negotiation takes place, and both the parties hear each other, okay, and they both try to resolve the matter in an amicable way, right, in a friendly way, okay. Then the next one is settlement and contract agreement. After both the parties have reached final conclusion, okay, there is a contract agreement which is approved and signed by both the parties, okay. And after this, the last one is that administration of the agreement happens. Yes, after the contract agreement is signed, it is equally important that it is implemented also, right? So implementation part is basically the administration part of the agreement, right? So what did we understand today? See, we understood the meaning of collective bargaining. What is collective bargaining? It is basically a process. It is a process of negotiating the issues of the workers with the employers, right? So that the all the concerns of our workers are resolved, okay. And it was first used by Sidney and Beatrice Webb in 1897, right? Then we further talked about the various characteristics of collective bargaining. Yes, collective bargaining is art and science. Art because we we have to implement the various skills, okay, and science, it is because there are certain scientific concepts, theories or principles which are involved in it, right? Then it is bipartite. Yes, very much right, because there are two parties involved, the workers, okay, and the employer, right? Then it is also a process. Yes, because whenever we talk about a process, it is a sequence of steps, and collective bargaining is also a sequence of steps, right? So it involves planning also. We have to plan regarding what all issues to be raised, okay, then organize them. We have to assign roles and responsibility, who will be raising the issues, directing. There will be someone to command time to time, on time, right? Then control also, okay, take corrective measures. Then it's also win-win approach. Yes, both the parties opinion has to be considered, okay. It should not be there that only the workers are heard, okay, only workers opinion is taken, and your employers are ignored. No, it should not be the case at all. Both the parties opinion should be respected, right? Then we further talked about the process of collective bargaining. See, before going to the actual stage or the actual negotiation place, we have to plan the things, okay. Plan the things as in we have to decide what will be our agenda, what we will be talking about, all will the people, who all will be the people over there and all, okay. This all has to be a script has to be basically made. Then final finally the negotiation takes place, okay. Then a contract agreement is signed between both the parties, that this and this will be done accordingly, okay. And then it is signed, and then after that implementation part comes, right? Now let us practice some important questions. Collective bargaining involves debate? No, not at all. Then negotiation? Of course, because we are listening to both the parties, okay? We are negotiating in an amicable way. Both the parties are heard, okay? So it is a process of negotiation basically. Then the next question is, Why is collective bargaining an art? See, collective bargaining and art, as I said, because it requires various skills, okay, various basically negotiation skills inside a person, in a person, okay. So it required good looks. No, no, good looks is not at all that is required for bargaining. Then it has win-win approach. It has win-win approach, but how is it an art? The correct answer is it requires various negotiation skills, right? So this was all for today. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye.